Right, how you doing all? Thought I would do a quick video on what I use to record my YouTube videos and my little vlogs when I'm running around and all the rest of it. Very simple. I would love another EOS R to record myself because I think the quality that comes out this camera and video is amazing. But for my YouTube videos, I think I'm quite happy with what I got now. I used to shoot with my iPhone, but I was worried about dropping it, and I always need it for weather apps and checking them. I'm in the middle of recording a video on my iPhone and someone rings me up, which is a pain in the ass. So if you've been watching my videos for the last sort of 6-7 months, I know I did take a little spell out, but it's got to be, I know I haven't made a huge amount of videos, but definitely the last, well, you've only got to go back and look at the last 4 or 5 videos I've shot. I've been using the DJI Osmo Action, the original one, cheap as chips now. The original reason I bought this is because I was going away on holiday and I wanted a camera that I could take in the water, which this is brilliant for. I think these action cameras actually work better underwater than they do above water. Yeah, DJI Osmo Action, love it. Yeah, I mean, it's brilliant for vlogging because you can, there's loads, I'm not going to go into all the settings that it's got. It shoots in 4K, that's, if you've seen any videos that I've shot, the last 7, 8, 9 videos, I set this thing up to shoot 4K, 24, 25 frames a second, and that's it. Yeah, like I was going to say, it's brilliant for vlogger because inside here you've got slow-mo settings, automatic, you've got time-lapse settings, so it's great when I'm out and about. In fact, I'll probably chuck a time-lapse up here now. When I'm out and about, I can just set up a time-lapse, how many pictures a second, how long I want it to roll for, and I know exactly how long it's going to be, how long it's going to take, spits me out an MOV, not an MOV file. Is it MOV? Yeah, you can choose MOV or MP4 file. Leave it there, go do what I've got to do, and it does a cool time lapse as well, which is a bonus for me because you can shoot vertically for your TikToks and your whatever we seem to be shooting this vertical rubbish for now. The only thing I've had to do when I first started shooting with it in automatic, sunrise or sunset, when I had the bright sun on me, this camera really struggled to cope with the heat. It was, I think, one of my videos, I'll put it up here somewhere, I was shooting on just a beach across the way from me, and it was a really bright sunrise of red, and I just cooked on one side, and the camera couldn't handle that at all. So, luckily, this thing's got a profile, which I believe that's what it's called. It can shoot in something called D-Cine-like. So I've just set it up to shoot in D-Cine-like, and when I open it, the profile looks flat. Not much colour, not much punch. So I've made a profile in Final Cut Pro where I've just up the contrast a little bit, up the vibrance a little bit, not too much, just to make it look lifelike. Drop the noise down and add a little bit of sharpening. I'm quite happy with it from what I can see from the videos I've been shooting. Obviously it's not as good as quality as an SLR or a mirrorless camera like this because the sensor is 59 million times bigger and they're just better. But for me, and if I fall over and drop this, it's not as much as my mirrorless camera. And the other good thing is, because it's an action camera, it's quite wide. So when I'm making vlogs or doing my YouTube videos, I can get a lot of the scene in which I seem to be talking about. So yeah, if you want to know how good the quality is, have a look at the last 4 or 5 videos of mine, and that will show you what the quality comes out of this thing. But shoot in D-Cine-like, open it in Final Cut Pro, give it a little bit of edit. I think it looks quite nice. And the 4K that comes out of this is sharp as, really nice. Can't knock it. Sound, I treated myself to this little kit. It's the Synco G2. I presume it's called the G2A2. If I put that next to my face, it'll be in focus because this camera's focusing on my eyes. 2 transceivers, 1 receiver. So if I'm interviewing someone, I put 1 transceiver on, they put another transceiver on, and the receiver goes on top of the camera. So then when we both talk away, magically all the radio waves go down and embed the footage into the video. So basically, before I do that, I've got a cool little case, which I chuck my Osmo Action in. That slips in there. And I love this, my little Gorilla Pod. Camera sits on there. Cool for vlogging, perfect look. Nice length. Vlog. Bore you lot while I'm banging me gums, and then I can literally just leave that where I want, wrap it around a branch and go and video and do my videos. And that's as safe as you like. And another reason actually why I bought this is the image stabilization in this is brilliant when I'm walking because I missed a soft bounce all around the place. It seems to smooth out the video pretty well, I think, when I'm walking about, because I used to have another well-known camera make which didn't have stabilization. Oh, I used to look like I was on a rocky road. So yeah, it's really good. For the sound, like I say, for the sound for this, I treated myself to the Synco G2A2. I presume it's called the A2 because it's got 2 transceivers and 1 receiver. At the minute, the receiver I've got is plugged on top of that camera, and the transceiver I've got is here. That's all I use. I can't really say what this mic system is like for 2 people using it, because at the minute, it all comes in a cool case of that. At the minute, one of the other transceivers is still in the box, if you can see that. Don't use that, because it's only me out on my own. So I've literally got my transceiver here. It's got a little fluffy cat that sits on the top. The receiver would go on top of here, and the receiver looks exactly the same. Looks like this. It just sits on the top of there. And then I've got a little adapter here that plugs into the side, because there's no 3.5 mic jack on the side of this Osmo Action. I've got a little adapter. It's a USB-C, and it's got the microphone jack on there. That plugs in the side, and then the lead I can't, because it's on my camera at the minute. I've got a lead that plugs on the side of there and just goes in the camera. So when I'm banging my gums and chatting away, the signal's going through here all the way to that and embedding it into the video. Cool as. That's all I do. Walk around banging me gums. Perfect. That is my setup. If for some reason the batteries would fail in this mic system, I have got, I always forget the name of this, Sarmonic. It's a little Sarmonic one. I've always got it in my camera bag just in case I lose one of these or the batteries go. The batteries on this Synco thing last ages. I mean, these microphones have been sat in my bag now for probably about 2 months. I've done 1 recording on them and there's still over half a battery power on it. So you can't knock that. But just in case I do lose this, I've got that little microphone which clips in the side. I bang my gums and chat away. Only problem is that's no good if I'm walking 25 meters away from the camera. That's why I really like these wireless ones. The thing that they do the same, DJI do one I would like to treat myself to because they look really nice. Rode, that's another make. But I never really, if you look back at my YouTube videos, I never really do anything to the sound. I don't, oh, what is there? In Final Cut Pro, you can do voice, enhance, and different things like that. I'm not the biggest editor in the world and I ain't that good. I'm still learning, but that is my basic setup for me vlogging. And not only that, it's not too much in your face, is it? If you're walking down, I'm struggling at the minute with doing vlogs in front of people, but I quite like that. Bit of video, wrap him around a branch, put him on a table, put him wherever, and I can walk 25 meters away from the camera. Still got sound, and you can still see me. Oh, I will say actually, they do a lapel mic, which plugs into this. So I put this little transceiver in my back pocket or somewhere, and I have a lapel mic up here, and I hide the wire on my top. But I'm not really bothered if you look and see the mic. Is it really that off-putting? If I was obviously doing news at 10, it might be different, but I'll just leave him there. Tickety-boo. That is my vlogging setup. Hope it helps. Leave us any feedback if you want, actually. Does it sound all right on my YouTube videos? And what do you think of the quality that comes out of this DJI Osmo Action? Obviously, it's no mirrorless big full-frame camera, but I'm quite happy with it. And it's small, and I can put it up in nooks and crannies and beat someone off of it if it needs be. Hope it helps. Drop us a message. Cool. Cheers. Bye.